Yo, what is good YouTube? I am Richie Kicks, and today I'm going to be bringing you all the performance review on the Nike Kobe Protro 9 Elite, or Elite High, or like whatever you want to call this, the high top version of the Kobe 9 Protro Elite. But yeah, I mean, before we get started, if you all enjoy sneaker content just like this, please do me a favor, hit that subscribe button down below and hit that bell notification button so you never miss another video just like this one. Also, if you did want to buy a pair of these, I will leave an affiliate link in the description box below. If you do purchase through that link, it does help me out directly, which is very much appreciated. But anyways, let's get right into it. As always, starting off with the traction, the Kobe 9 Elite Protro or Protro Elite features the exact same traction pattern. Well, actually, almost the exact same traction pattern as the regular Kobe 9. Apparently, the only difference that they did with this traction compared to the regular Kobe 9 was they like added an extra line somewhere. I don't even know where it is. So that's great, I guess. I mean, you're still getting very, very good traction. I used to have a pair of Kobe 9s, the EM China colorway, and yeah, I mean, that traction was beastly, and it is absolutely no different on this shoe. The traction is very, very good. If you're playing on your clean courts, you're gonna have absolutely hard bites. It's very, very good. One of the best tractions of all time. If you're playing on your moderately dusty courts to really dusty courts, still the same deal. You're gonna have very, very good traction. Maybe just do the occasional wipe just to clear off any dust that might accumulate on the shoe. But after that quick wipe, you're going to be good to go. So yeah, overall, the traction on the Kobe 9 Protro is very, very good. So moving on to the cushion, the Kobe 9 Protro Elite or Elite Protro features a full-length drop-in React midsole, and the React in here actually feels very, very nice. So yeah, you do have this full-length drop-in React midsole. It says React right here, and it is great. It is bouncy, it's springy. It gives you an adequate amount of impact protection, and you still feel very responsive in the shoe. So yeah, I mean, this React drop-in feels very, very nice. Compared to the Lunarlons that, you know, the Kobe 9s used to feature, I do think that this feels a little bit better. I'm not sure how resilient this is compared to Lunarlon. I would say this is probably going to last you a little bit longer, but eventually, you know, it will bottom out. But you know, this does provide, like I said, pretty good impact protection in the heel. You still feel responsive in the forefoot, so you're gonna still feel very quick and shifty. The one thing I don't like about having the drop-in, at least in this shoe, is the fact that, you know, you do have this carbon fiber on the outside. This heel is very, very clunky. So if you are doing like hard heel strikes or anything, you're gonna feel that initial clunk in the heel first before you actually get to experience the softness from the React. But once you get through that, you know, it's gonna feel great. So overall, the cushion in here is very, very nice. I just wish, you know, it wasn't so clunky in the heel. So moving on to the materials, the Kobe 9 Elite Protro differs from the regular Kobe 9 Protro or Kobe 9 in general. The regular Kobe 9, it featured like an EM and engineered mesh upper, whereas the Elite versions feature this Flyknit upper. And it is definitely like that crispy Flyknit. It is heavily, heavily glued down. So, I mean, in terms of like the quality, I would definitely say it doesn't feel the best or anything. It is definitely a little stiff. It does break in over time though, but it's definitely like extremely stiff at first. But once you get through that break-in period, it does loosen up a little bit and it does feel a little bit better on foot. But still, I don't think that this type of material is worth the price, just because I would rather have like a full genuine leather upper at that point, or, you know, just a nicer textile or something. But you know, in terms of the performance, it does get the job done very, very well. It does provide the support that you need where you need it, which is awesome. And that material pretty much is featured across the entire shoe. You're gonna get that like glued down Flyknit material. Moving towards the back half, you do have like this other, like, I don't even know what this is. It's a very like stiff synthetic piece. And then you also have the like more soft Flyknit everywhere else. So in the back, you do have like the softer Flyknit, and where this upper part is, this is all Flyknit as well. And this Flyknit does feel a lot better than this glued down Flyknit that's featured in like pretty much the front half of the shoe. Moving towards the tongue, you do have a mesh tongue. You know, it is like adequately padded, so if you do like to crank down your laces, you won't feel the laces digging into the top of your foot, which is awesome. Also, because this is a high top version, you do have like this huge leather piece right here on the top of the tongue. Whether it's genuine leather or not, I don't know, but it does feel kind of premium-ish. So yeah, I mean, me personally, I don't like high tops, so I would have rather had the lows and just not have all this like extra material right here. But overall, you know, the material usage, I think in terms of the quality, obviously it could be a lot better, but in terms of that performance, it does get the job done just fine. So moving on to the fit, I will say that the Kobe 9 Elite Protro does pretty much run true to size. I think if you have normal feet or narrow feet, I think going true to size is your best bet. But me as a slightly wide footer, I think going up a half size is the way to go. I personally went up a half size and I felt great. I know that some Kobe's tend to run a little bit narrow, and I definitely think if I went true to size that I would have had a lot of pain in this forefoot area. Maybe it would have broken in over time, but even right now, like I still feel just a slight bit of narrowness up in the forefoot area going up a half size as a slightly wide footer. So I'm definitely glad I did go up that half size. If you have very wide feet, probably go up a half size, maybe even go up a whole size. I'm not really sure. If you do go up that whole size, you might have some issues in different areas of the shoe. But yeah, me personally, slightly wide footer, went up a half size. I felt great in here. Overall, the fit was good. You don't really have any dead space up in the toe box area. You do have a half booty upper in this shoe, and obviously this is a high top version. So everything is very, very snug once you crank down the laces. So yeah, I mean, overall the fit in this shoe is good. Just, you know, if you are a slightly wide footer, I think going up a half size is probably the move. Obviously wide footer, same deal. Everyone else, go true to size, and you should have a very nice and snug fit. So moving on to the support, personally, I didn't have any issues with the support in the shoe. You know, you do have this very, very high cut shoe. I really don't like having this. It just feels like my ankle is pretty much suffocating, and I do like having that extra mobility, but you know, it is what it is. I'm pretty sure the low top version, you're not gonna have any issues as well, but in here, I didn't have any heel slippage, no side to side movement, no nothing like that. You do have this external heel counter, and it is wrapped in carbon fiber as well. You do have a heel counter built into the actual back part of the heel too. So yeah, no heel slippage, no heel containment issues, wasn't sliding around or shifting. As far as side-to-side movement on the footbed goes, you're gonna be covered there as well. You do have this, like I said, glued down Flyknit material. It's very, very stiff, so you are gonna be covered there. You're not gonna be sliding around on those hard lateral movements. Another thing to mention about the side-to-side movement is the drop-in midsole does actually have like a little wall that you sit inside as well, which I do also think helps with that side-to-side containment. As far as hard lateral movements go, you're gonna be covered there as well. I wouldn't say that this is the widest base, but you do have this outrigger that the outsole forms, so you aren't gonna be, rolling over on those hard lateral movements, which is awesome. And then in terms of torsional rigidity and stability, I don't know if there's an actual shank built into this shoe. Obviously, it is a full-length drop-in midsole, so you're not gonna have a shank in there. But I think this rubber, the carbon fiber pieces, I think it provides more than enough rigidity, so you're gonna be covered on that front as well. So overall, the support in the Kobe 9 Elite Protro is good, and I personally had zero issues with the support. So the Kobe 9 Elite Protro in the What The colorway, which is this one, retails for $240, and that is freaking expensive. And for that price, I mean, obviously, I don't think this shoe is worth that price, just based off the materials and the cushion and all that. Like, the traction is freaking goated, don't get me wrong. But, I mean, $240 retail price is absolutely nuts. Obviously, I get it. This is a limited colorway and it's a Kobe. Everyone wants Kobe's. But man, for $240, I definitely don't think it's worth the price. I'm not sure how much the low cut versions cost. I'm sure it's less, maybe like 200 bucks. And even for $200, like, that's still expensive. It's a great performer, don't get me wrong, but that is expensive. Considering you can get other shoes with like top of the line tech, top of the line traction, absolutely great materials for the same price or even less, I can't really say go out and buy a pair of these. What I will say though is if you are a Kobe fan, you love Kobe, you've always wanted Kobe's, you want to play in Kobe's, like go ahead, pick up a pair. Like you'll definitely like these, but I just cannot justify buying these for that extremely high price, where you can get performers, like top of the line performers that are way better than what this shoe provides for like $100 less. So yeah, take that as you will. If you do want to, buy a pair, play in these, go for it. I'll leave that link for you down in the description box below. And I'm sure you'll still love it. But just with all the other shoes that are out on the market right now, I mean, for the price point, I really can't say go buy a pair. I would only suggest you buy a pair if you really, really want a pair of Kobe's. That's pretty much it for this performance review. If y'all like this video, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button down below, and please hit that thumbs up button for me. Leave a comment, those really do help me out. Check out these videos over here, and that's pretty much it. Till next time,